dedicated. Good morning, people. It's Tuesday with Terrietime. Food review dedicated to my soulmate, Tammy, because she actually goes and tries the places that I recommend. These are my nails. I just got them done today. They are spectacular, as always. So, let's get started. First, I'm going to go pick up my unsweet tea, Route 44, with lots of ice. And then I'm going to the Whataburger, because that's what was recommended. So, try the Whataburger out. Try their new special out, per Tammy. We'll give you an honest opinion, as always. And other than that, I'm not going to talk about any drama, except to remind Minnie that she has 9 days now to respond to me about that purse. Either I get the purse back, or I get an explanation. And don't go running to the pool stick like you did, because he put up some goddamn videos about me and you, and he took them down. But guess what, pool stick? I got them. I recorded them. And I'm going to be playing them this weekend. So, Minnie, I know you heard what I said, because you ran to him, and he, like an idiot, made a video about it. Got your name up on the screen. Not your real name, your Minnie name, but I've got everything about you, including pictures, where you worked. So, 9 days, Minnie. I better get some kind of response besides, fuck her. I didn't want the purse. I gave it away, or some lie. It better be something reasonable. Other than that, we're going to get back to this food review. Oh, I'm opening the wrong window up.
Hello, thank you for choosing Sonic Family out there today.
Route 44, unsweet tea with lots of ice.
You said a Route 44 unsweet tea with what?
Lots of ice.
Extra ice.
Yes.
All right, anything else?
That's it.
$3.56.
I'm getting my drink first so I can put my vitamins in it. Then we're going to head to the Whataburger and do the food review. And look at these nails. Oh my God, I love that nail right there, that chrome color. Got my little paw prints right there. My little paw prints. And I don't have the right glasses with me. I'm so sad, because I always want my glasses to match my top. I don't have my red ones with me. So don't be too mad. I made a mistake. I had a lot going on this morning when I left. And then I'm going to do this food review, Tammy. And then I'm going to groom some dogs. I don't know what time I'll be home, but be sure and watch Johnny Max live at 10. I think Rolex is going to be on there with him. I'm probably going to miss it. I'm going to have to be the replay crew, because Tuesdays is my day to do stuff. Oh, I'm so sad about the breakup between SoFlo and FBS. At least I'll give FBS credit. He finally woke up. Took him forever. He lost a whole bunch of good people, but better late than never is what I always say. I told her to go straight today with my hair. Straight. And I'm going to talk about number 6. Since ain't nobody doing no deep dive on me, because I've showed everything. I'm not hiding nothing like some people on here do. I am not hiding a thing. And I'm not lying about anything. So I don't have to hide. Tell the truth. I'm going to have to start sitting back with that filter.
Welcome for unsweet tea and fries. Is that your order?
Unsweet tea, extra rice, yeah.
Yes. Alrighty. That is $3.56. I'm going to owe you $1.44. Here's the dollar bill for you. And your key.
Thank you.
I've got your receipt for you.
I don't need the receipt.
Alrighty, have a nice day.
Oh, wait. Hey, it's sweet. Oh my God, it's sweet. I said unsweet. Oh, horrible. I cannot stand sweet stuff. Eek. Ooh. Been a while since that's happened. That's why I always taste it before I leave. They've messed up a few times now, man. Oh God, I don't know how you people drink sweet stuff. I don't know how anybody drinks sweet stuff. I'm about to gag.
Okay, so large sweet tea, large Dr. Pepper, 2 large marshmallow sticks. Sorry about that.
Where's the straw? I gotta have a straw.
There you go. Have a nice day.
I'm gonna try this one too. I ain't taking a chance. Oh God, that's horrible. That damn sweet shit's in my throat. Ooh, this place gets a 1 on service. Oh yeah, that's talking now. And there was a pet store. I heard there was a new pet store opened up. But I don't really want to mess with it right now because I want to get this food review done. I don't feel like going and looking for it. I'm not exactly sure where it is. Somewhere on 198. It's called Pet Guy or the Pet Boy, or supposedly he has some fish. So the next Tuesday when I come over here to get my hair and my nails, I will check it out and see if it's worth going into and looking at. What time is it? Hopefully I can get something lunch, because I already know Whataburger has a terrible breakfast. But Tammy told me they had a new special that she hadn't tried, so I definitely going to try it. This is for her. Oh my God, that tea is still in my mouth. Whew. God, that was horrible. Anybody can drink that sweet stuff. I don't know how anybody does it. I don't know. I'm so glad that my mother never put pop and Dr. Pepper and all that shit, wouldn't let us have it, because I've grown up not liking sweet stuff. Maybe that's one reason I'm 72 years old and I'm so healthy. I never drank pop, barely drink alcohol. I drink some sweet bitch wine once in a great while. Don't smoke pot. Don't do any downers of any kind. I'm just a regular old snaphead, and I'm healthy as can be, and I've got great teeth, got great hair, got great eyes. Man, I'm going to have to get something to eat, get that damn sweet taste out of my mouth. If I was in the mood, I just seen a hitchhiker I wouldn't mind picking up. He looked kind of good. But I ain't turning around and getting him. If he'd been walking this way, I might have got him. Could have done a little hitchhiker interview. Now it's raining. I'm having to put my wipers on. Weather's terrible. It is 58 degrees and it's raining, cold and cloudy. I'll mention number 6. I met him at that biker party that I already told you about, where he was a drummer. We went to the Red Roof Inn. He said if he was still with me in a year, he would marry me. Well, he worked in Arlington at a motorcycle thing called Two Wheel World. And I would go to Arlington because he played in the band in Arlington, and with nothing to play, Grant Saline, there's nothing. So I kind of got liking him. He drank a little bit too much for me, but I had no idea how bad it would get. No idea whatsoever. So one day, I never would tell him to go ahead and come to Grand Saline. I would never say it because I knew I was fucking up. I had a thing in the back of my mind saying, this is not going to turn out good, Terry. So I would just go see him. Watch him play drums, blah, 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 blah. In the meantime, 5 was the 1%er, the guy right before this guy, and he was giving me a lot of bullshit, so I didn't want to bring this dude to the house, get in the middle of that mess. So finally one day, my daughter calls me at work. She says, Mom, some guy just pulled up out here with some drums and a carload of cars and said he's moving in. And it was Dan. Dan the man. The best looking, probably the best looking husband of all of them, in my opinion. He got a job immediately at a motorcycle place because he was very good. He had been in the Navy, in a nuclear submarine. He was a sharpshooter. He had a marksman trophy. Good looking. Played in a band. Charismatic. But he was an alcoholic. First year, he wasn't too bad. And he was actually, until we were married 6 years. Until the last part of my marriage, he was the one true blue husband that I had. Or if he wasn't, I never could catch him, and I catch them all. As far as I know, it wasn't until the very end of our marriage that he was with other women. Because he liked the bottle. I used to tell him there could be 25 women laying naked and you'd walk over every one of them just to get to that bottle. That was his main goal, was drinking. I got that Harley out of more damn towing yards than I can even remember. I bailed him out of more jails and more counties than any of them. He was constantly going to jail. Constantly for drinking. Anyway, he would sky off on me, driving my car. Because I drove his car to the salt mine, because the salt mine will rust a car out. So I drove his car to the salt mine to get rusted, because I didn't want mine to get rusted. And he took mine, and he just took off. Know where he was, and I called everybody. Nobody knew where he was. Well, finally, I tracked him down at his buddy Paul's house in Arlington. And, of course, they were at that over yonder bar, over under bar, whatever the hell it was, where he played. And I walked in there, and it was in the winter. The parking lot was icy. I went in there, I stomped right up to the table where he was, and I threw a drink right straight in his face, and it went up under his eyelids. Oh my God, it was epic. I've never hit somebody that good with a drink, never. I flung it at him, and it went right up under his eyes. Well, he couldn't even see, he was blinded. But he flipped the table over. We started getting a bad altercation. I said, I'm taking my fucking car. I had a friend with me. I said, I'm taking my car. I don't care how you get back to Grand Saline. I don't care if you get back to... Meanwhile, we're fighting. So security people put us out in the parking lot. It's icy. We're both falling down. We're still fighting. But I got in the car, got the keys, and left him there. And Kathy followed me in her car. Oh, I can still remember putting that drink right. Shit, I couldn't do that again if my life depended on it. Hit a drink that perfect. So finally he dragged around, got home somehow. I don't remember how somebody brought him home. And I said, you're not driving my car no more. You take your old piece of junk. I'll take my car to the salt mine. You're not allowed to drive my car again. Or he would take the Harley and wind up some godforsaken place with that, and I'd have to go get it. Or some strange guy'd come driving it home, bringing it. They'd bring him home and dump him in the backyard. I said, why are you bringing him back here? Keep him. You got him drunk and sloppy. Keep him wherever you're at. He never really got real mean to me as far as hitting me and shit. He did a little bit, but I was way meaner to him than he was me. Way meaner. So the neighbors would call the cops, and the cops would come, and he'd be sloppy-ass drunk, and it was always the same thing, and the judge put the restraining order on him. I didn't even go over there. I won't testify against people. And I'll be damned if he didn't beat me home. The bond lady had him home before I got home. That restraining order wasn't worth the paper it was wrote on. So it kept rocking on like this. He kept getting to be a worse and worse drunk. He had to do weekends in jail. Then he had to do every night at 6 in jail. And then in the morning, his boss would come and pick him up, and I'd take him over there at night. Constant money going out. Constant with the money, because all that stuff is a game for money. All the Alcoholics Anonymous, all that other bullshit is a money scam. That's all it is. Meantime, I'm the one suffering because he doesn't have a driver's license, so I have to take him to all these stupid meetings and all these stupid, worthless, drunk things that weren't even working. Half of them, he was drunk when he went to them, drunker when he got out. So it kept going on. I couldn't stand it. I could not stand it. I would take him places on the weekend to go play music and then not even go get him, hoping he'd find a woman, hoping he would meet somebody and fall in love with him. Well, he finally did. He met a girl named Cindy. She was hot looking. But I caught him actually messing around. I walked in on him. I was so glad, because I didn't know how to get rid of him. I don't know what the special is here. Buffalo Ranch. Okay, Tammy, this is for you.
Thank you for stopping at Whataburger. How can I help you?
I want one of those Buffalo Ranch.
Okay, Buffalo Ranch.
How spicy? It says spicy on there. How spicy are they?
I'm sorry?
Are they real spicy? Can you leave the spice stuff off?
You don't want that buffalo sauce?
No,
Just a ranch?
just the ranch.
Okay, what for the drink?
I don't need a drink either.
So just a burger only?
Yep.
Okay, anything else?
Nope, that's it.
$9.45.
Okay, thank you. Tammy, this is for you, and it looks really, really good in that picture. I don't know how good it's going to look when I bite down on it. If any of you people have any ideas you want me to go try food, I will do it. Because if it was up to me, it'd be McDonald's and Sonic every single time. Because I don't like to change things that I know are good. Just like men, I kept changing men. Me and Kevin are having a bad fight right now. He hung up on me yesterday. I'm not going to go into why, but you best believe it was my fault. I mean, he's kind of sensitive to me. He just hung up on me. I knew I was going too far. I know I was saying one word too many, but that's the way I am. So anyway, this Dan dude, he hooked up with this Cindy broad. I caught him. In my brother-in-law's camper. That was my chance. So I packed all his stuff up really nice. I didn't throw it outside and burn it or nothing like that. Packed it up really nice in suitcases. Even though the Harley was in my name, he had made all the payments on it. He had the Harley when I met him. But since he had such a bad driving record and got his driver's license taken away so many times, he put it in my name just so he could keep it and ride it.
And then I have a buffalo ranch chicken sandwich with no buffalo sauce.
Yeah.
Okay, $9.45. Thank you.
And so anyway, the Harley was in my name, and it's beautiful. I've got some pictures. Probably the best looking Harley of any of my husbands too, because the other guys just rode black Harleys. This was a beautiful.
$10.55 sweet chicken. Now get your food out.
Go up here. She made me stay right here, people. She didn't let me drive off. Anyway, it was a beautiful bike. I'll post a picture of it with him on it, because he was fine too. So he got with this Cindy girl. She was good looking, and his boss and me had already talked about what a bad alcoholic he was. And I told him, I said, I've got to get rid of him. I'm kicking him out. He said, well, I don't want to lose him. He's a real good mechanic. So he rented him a little mobile home that he had to him and that Cindy girl. So, like all women, I didn't want him, but I didn't want her to have him when it come time for him to move out.
There you go. You have a great day.
I was constantly causing trouble. Constantly. Making her mad. Trying to make her mad. Going over there and hanging around with him. Pissing her off like only I can do. And finally it rocked on, and he just got real too bad drinking that Eric had to let him go. His boss had to let him go. Because he went to jail again. This was like his 5th DUI. His 5th or 6th. And he was a vodka drinker. He didn't ever drink beer or nothing. It was always vodka. And I would think that I had every bottle of vodka gone, and he would still have them. He had them hid everywhere. When I finally got him out of the house, I found vodka. And now we're going to do the food review. I can finish up on him later. Okay. 100% fresh. Tammy, I hope you're watching this, but I took the sauce off because I don't like spicy things. And I already had to drink some damn sweet tea that's about to put me in the emergency room. Okay, here we go. It's their special. It's called the Buffalo thing. Look how big this is, people. double wrapped. And it's chicken, it's not beef. It's chicken. But I kept the ranch on it, but I didn't get the buffalo sauce. Look. My God, that looks good. Oh. Look at it. I'm going to try this, and I know I'm going to like it. I got a feeling. Tammy, get you one of these. Look at this soft one. Look at this. So good. Oh, Tammy, get you one. Look at that. 5 on service and flavor. It's big, too. Look how big it is. Look. Oh, God, this is so good. It's taking the sweet tea taste right out of my mouth. So good. People, you got a Whataburger, and they're not everywhere. I think Texas has them. You're missing out. Oh, God, this is good. Tammy, it's delicious. That's good. Napkins. My God. So good. For you people that like spicy stuff, if you got the buffalo sauce on it, you would probably I don't like spicy stuff. I get stuff the way I like it. So good. Oh my God, it's good. 5 for service, 5 for flavor. This is almost as good as that blue cheese thing that me and Nancy got. If it had beef instead of chicken, it would be. Look at that. The only time you should ever eat and chew on camera is if you're doing a food review. Otherwise, don't do it. Unless you can drink like I do, like a lady. God, that's good. Oh, and for you deep diggers, pull stick, me, whoever's deep diving me, number 6's name was Dan Chastain. Call him up. He was from California, by the way. And that was my last married name. So my names were Kennedy, Reed, Hauser, Hammond, Jenkins, Chastain. 6. You've got all the last names. I'm doing all I can for you. You diggers are worthless. See, if you're like me, and you don't have anything to hide, and you're not ashamed of anything, your looks, your life, anything you've done, them doxing people can't scare you. But now, somebody like Minnie that nobody's ever seen, oh yeah, she's running to the pool stick. Good luck with that. I'm proud of you, FBS, for finally seeing the light. But I'm afraid it took you too long. You lost a lot of good people over him. I don't think they'll come back. I know I won't. Some of them might. cannot describe to you how great this is. Whataburger, people. So good. Tammy, thank you for giving me a heads up that Whataburger had a new special. Thank you, girl. See my little paw prints? She always puts paw prints on my nails. She didn't put a K on there because Kevin wants to play hang up. He probably won't call me for 3 or 4 days. Oh well. He needs to get over it. I'm hard to get along with. Look at that. Good hair, good nails, good food, a good drink now, finally, after a huge mistake. Boom! Sauce is dripping everywhere. They called it ranch, but if it's ranch, it's the best I've ever tasted. Yum, yum. Don't you wish I had some? You know what? I think I'm going to save this because I'm getting full. I want to finish up with number 6 because we got back together after him and Cindy broke up. No, actually, I broke them up. But it didn't last. It didn't work. So, he went to a VA hospital for his alcoholism. One in Oklahoma. And that's where he had the real bad stroke. Well, his brother called me. And they inherited this huge amount of money in this big, beautiful place from their mother. Him and his brother. He had an older brother that looked like Nick Nolte. He passed. The whole family was handsome. They had some good DNA. But anyway, his brother called me and said, Terry, Dan had a massive stroke. And the only name he can say is Terry. The only word he can say is Terry. So I called up there to the VA and told him what I found out. And I said, my ex-husband's in there. And he had a stroke, and he's calling my name. So this fool, whoever answered the phone, rings the room knowing this guy's got a stroke. He can't move, he can't talk, so I didn't get to talk to him. But his brother told him that I'd called. Well, when he got released, he still can barely talk. His right side or his left side. I haven't seen him since he had the stroke, but he tries to call me, and it's really sad. Makes me feel bad because such a handsome, talented guy. I'm sure it was alcoholism that caused the stroke because he was drinking mouthwash, people. $2 mouthwash from the dollar store. That's how bad he was. It was pathetic. It was sad. Well, if I call him, I have to call his brother. He can't really talk to me. The brother has to tell him what I'm saying, but he does know it's me. And that's how number 6 and me ended. Actually, he went to a halfway house in Beaumont. And Sharon and me went down there and visited him. Him and the other guys that were in there. It was kind of fun. Because he couldn't drink. But after he left, like I told you, I found vodka bottle. One night, we were having a bad fight. He ripped the shirt off of me. There was a knife involved. And the neighbors called the cops. So the cops come over there. They see me, my clothes all ripped and stuff. I said, I don't know where he is. And I didn't. As soon as I left, he knocked my lights out, beat on my door. Cops come back, still couldn't find him. Nobody could find him. So finally, Dan smoked cigarettes, and I could smell cigarettes because I've never smoked a cigarette in my life. I could smell that cigarette, and I thought, where the fuck is he? He was underneath the house, because Texas does not have basements. That's why my breasts don't hang in the basement pool stick, because there are none. The houses have crawl spaces under them. He was laying under the house with a cigarette and a bottle of vodka. And I found him because I could smell the cigarette. So they got him. He was out the next day. Well, anyway, when we got divorced, like I told you, the Harley was in my name. But I didn't have no intention of keeping it because he had paid for it. He had it when I met him. He just had to put it in my name because he had no driver's license, no insurance. So when we got divorced, I had the Harley. And I told his boss, well, I hid it out. Nobody knew where it was. I hid it out in a storage building. I didn't want anybody to know because I didn't want Dan coming up there and saying, where's that Harley at? And threatening them and stuff because if they didn't know, they didn't know. That's why I am. Keep everybody out of it. It's mine and his business. Because I knew if he got it, he would wreck it or he wouldn't finish paying for it. So I thought I'm just going to sell it and give him the money. I told his boss, Eric. Eric said, that sounds fair. That's even more fair than I would be. So he actually put it on the web to sell because he owned a motorcycle shop. And I had this Harley hid out in Quinlan at a storage building. I was the only person on the earth that knew where that Harley was. I didn't even tell Eric. I didn't tell nobody. So he got some offers on it. I'll never forget this. It was one of the dumbest things. I've done some dumbass things, but this was really dumb. So I go meet these two guys by myself. I was looking fine then. Had a wet t-shirt. It was raining. I had a wet t-shirt on with no bra. I go meet these two unknown people at a storage building that nobody knows where it's at. Nobody, not my daughter, not anybody in the world knew where I was or where that bike was. So I go meet these two strange men at an unknown place looking like I was wanting something with that wet t-shirt and real shorts on. So they show up. It was a Chinese guy and a guy that looked like a biker dude. The Chinese guy was wanting the Harley, but the biker dude knew he was going to ride the bike and test drive it for the Chinese guy. As soon as I let them in that storage building, I'm thinking, oh my fucking God, they could kill me, take the bike, leave, and nobody will find me for who knows how long, till they opened up, had storage wars or something and found my body in there. Nobody had a clue where I was. Nobody. So I was getting scared because the biker dude looked like he would do something. The Chinese guy wasn't scary looking, but anyway, the biker dude rode it and told the other guy that the bike was worth it, and they paid me in cash. So then I'm sitting there with all this cash, and I'm not going to tell you how much it was, but it was over $6,000. Counted out to me, and I'm thinking, oh my God, this is so fucking stupid. They can take the bike, take the money, lock me up. They didn't even have to do anything to me, just lock me in the damn storage building. Finally, he counted out the money. It took him forever to count it out. I didn't even care at that point. I just wanted him to get the bike and get out of there. What a dumb move that was. Don't ever do anything without telling somebody where you're at. Ever. So at least they got somewhere to start looking for you. So anyway, that got over with, and I took the money over to Eric, and I let Eric give the money to Dan for the bike, because I didn't fuck him. I don't fuck people like that. That's why, Minnie, you should be more like me. You know you fucked me out of that purse. You were backstabbing me, and I'm going to show all those screenshots, too, of exactly what you did to me, because I've got it all. They didn't call me screenshot on Facebook for nothing. I keep evidence, and I have it, and I have your pictures. Oh, you're going to hope they don't get dropped. Well, I wouldn't care, but you're obviously trying to hide your identity for some reason, and I think I know what it is. 9 days, Minnie. Deborah. So then, after the bike thing, is when he went to Oklahoma and got in that VA rehab deal. And now he's had a stroke. And he's got it made. He's got money from his mother. Place to live. His brother's taking care of him, but I can't talk to him. Because he can't answer me. He can hear me, but he can't answer. His brother told me he wants to see me real bad, but you know what? I just don't feel like it. Oh my God, this is so good. And that's the story of number 6, Chastain. Those are my last names, people. Maiden name, Wakely. Kennedy. Reed. Hauser. Hammond. Jenkins and Chastain. Look it up. You won't find nothing. I've had a job. Never been arrested in my life. Oh, and I may be up for grabs. Because Kevin may never call me back. He's pretty mad, but I ain't going to tell you about it. I kind of had it coming. Oh, kind of, but not really. It's up to him. He does, he does. If he doesn't, he doesn't. I wanted to do an interview with him, though, because he's fine, too. We were going to try to be in love after lockup, but I kind of got out of the mood because it's going to be obvious that he's with me for my money. That's going to be obvious to everybody. I still think it would have made a cute couple, cute storyline. What 37-year-old, good-looking guy's going to go with a 72-year-old unless there's money involved? Oh, there's guys that will go with me and there's no money involved, believe me. Might be able to pull it off, maybe not. I don't really have time. I got those dogs. And I'm going to cut this off and eat the rest of this. Tammy, kudos for your suggestion, because this is absolutely great. Other than the sweet tea mistake, this has been a very good little food review. And there's my wonderful nails. So, Minnie, 9 days, countdown. An explanation, some kind of response besides running to the pool stick. He's not going to do you no good. Or give my purse back. Because his memory and the orbs. Don't forget about those orbs. Dixie, Tammy, Sylvia, my Dot, everybody else, check out Johnny Mac's show today, 10 a.m. I think Rolex is going to be on there. Should be a good show. I don't know when I'm going to be home. When I get home, I'll upload this. Or I may upload it before I get home. Anyway, love y'all. Ciao.